Mommy, why did the devs nerf solo fame farming and static dungeons that the majority of the player base not only spent years of their life building up towards and a huge fortune, only to learn that there's no real way to fame farm anymore? Mommy, why is the gold price so high these days? It's over 31 million silver on the West server to buy premium. Mommy, I don't have that kind of silver. Mommy, why are the YouTube and Google search counts for this game, Albion Online, the lowest that they have ever been? Mommy, why are all the YouTuber and Twitch streamer views and watch hours down way lower than ever before? Mommy, why is it that Google Trends shows that Albion Online is a dead and dying game? Mommy, why are solo dungeons completely pointless and useless to run and a waste of time, and they don't reward good fame, and they don't give good loot in the chest, and they don't give good silver anymore? Mommy, why did they split the servers up into 3 different regions and then split the player base? And then, Mommy, why is the fact that the Western server is the most non-English speaking server? Mommy, why do more people speak English on the Asia server, Mommy? Mommy, why does SBI spend $10,000 trying to get potheads with barely 100,000 subscribers and other YouTubers that buy views to get this game reviewed and then give a fake review, Mommy, and then the review isn't even legitimate because it's always playing with the same 3 SBI employees named Nizori, Lupak, and Chosen? Mommy, do they think that the player base is just stupid and doesn't realize that these are just people paying for an advertisement, Mommy? Mommy, why is it that every single Twitch streamer all hangs out in the same Discord server and they all ride each other's coattails and sniff each other's farts? But if you added up all of their watch time and referrals and player counts that they brought into the game, it doesn't even match that one YouTuber guy we shouldn't name. And Mommy, why don't they ever feature his videos on the front page or talk about him at all, even though every single person in all 3 servers' game chats constantly chants his name and he has the most referrals than anyone else? Mommy, why is that? Mommy, why aren't the RMTers banned? I know they ban like the small-time RMTers, Mommy, but they don't ban the big top guild guys, the guild leaders and stuff, Mommy, that are like in the top 10, Mommy. You know, the ones that are on the round table, Mommy? Did you know there's a round table, Mommy? Mommy, do you know about the round table where they invite people to have like previews of patch notes so that they can manipulate the market, Mommy? Mommy, why are people using third-party programs to manipulate the black market, Mommy? Mommy, why is it allowed that people can run a third-party program downloaded off GitHub where it'll scan the entire markets across all the cities, Mommy, and then it'll upload it into the cloud, Mommy, and then the program will then scan the black market so you know exactly how to make a huge profit, and you can make 20 to 50 million silver an hour, Mommy, which gives you basically free premium, Mommy, which means that people that are doing this aren't actually spending any real money swiping their cards. And so maybe, Mommy, that's why that the Stillfront stock is dropping drastically, Mommy. Why is that? Mommy, why is it that if you email Stillfront about issues with Albion Online, they leave you on read, but Mommy, if you pretend to be a multimillionaire investor, they email you back in about 5 minutes, Mommy? Mommy, why did they permanently mute the most popular YouTuber of all time who helps multiple players with over 800 videos? But Mommy, whenever some of the fake YouTubers that actually are just SBI employees pretending to be YouTubers say even worse things like death threats and other things, Mommy, and they're not muted, Mommy. Why is that, Mommy? Mommy, why is it that SBI employees that are on the dev team have a paid subscription to a certain YouTuber's members-only videos, and then every single time that he makes a members-only video, up until the last about 6 months, that every single one of those things was patched within 3 to 4 days to 2 weeks, Mommy? Why is that? Mommy, do you remember the time SBI employees actually got jobs at a rival game that was supposed to be an Albion Online killer, Mommy? And then they subverted the company from within, Mommy? Do you remember that? Mommy, why is everyone okay with that one Albion Twitch streamer that scammed his viewer base out of $10,000, even though he himself lived in a $400,000 home with very powerful parents that are politicians and doctors and lawyers, Mommy? Why is that? Why did he need the $10,000, Mommy? I don't understand. And Mommy, why does no one talk about that one Twitch Albion streamer's Discord who decided that he should experience the effects of kinetic energy because a girl rejected him, Mommy? But whenever they investigated and looked into his Discord, it was full of people that were like making him feel really bad and down about the world and stuff, and that's why he decided he wanted to experience kinetic energy, Mommy. And yet, even though his Discord, Mommy, was full of huge negative people with really bad vibes, whenever another Albion YouTuber tries to make like a Discord full of positive vibes with a similar opposite energy, everyone seems to hunt him for hit, Mommy. Why is that? And Mommy, why is it that the top Twitch streamers of Albion who stream to literal robots that are collecting skins to be sold on RMT sites, Mommy, why is it that they're making $300,000 US a year, Mommy, but the top YouTuber for the Albion Online game, Mommy, he's making the equivalent of $1.65 an hour, Mommy? How can he continue to play this game? And Mommy, why is it that stream snipers technically go unpunished, but whenever a certain YouTuber on Albion decides to go into a group dungeon in the yellow zone, Mommy, and then it just so happens that the employees that pretend to be Twitch streamers go into the dungeon also, Mommy, and then they flag up on him, Mommy, and attack him, and he defends himself against them, Mommy, and then why does the YouTuber get banned? Because, what, for defending himself? Is he supposed to just run away and leave? I mean, I don't understand why they would ban him for 2 weeks over that. Mommy, how come when I check Google Trends lately for Albion Online, the search term for Albion Online cheats is up over 400%, and that's pretty crazy, isn't it, Mommy? I think that there's a lot of people actually radar hacking and using other kinds of cheat devices, especially like those things that map out the roads of Avalon and stuff, Mommy, don't you think? Mommy, why do all the Black Zone guilds handhold each other and then, like, not fight or anything? They just kind of sit there, and then maybe they'll have, like, a 1v1 where they just pay for each other's re-gears if they fight for, like, practice or something, but it's not an actual fight, and that the top 1 or 2 guild of the whole server can just roll over everyone in a 400-man, 8.3 armed army, Mommy? Why is that, Mommy? How come why don't they just kill everybody on the server and delete all their bases, Mommy? I don't get it. And Mommy, why is the cartel allowed to exist and overcharge people in the cities, Mommy? Why is it that anytime anyone tries to stand up to them, they usually get harassed in the real world, and then they also get hacked, or they possibly get to the point where their station becomes extremely unprofitable because the mafia, I mean the cartel, or whatever you want to call them, Mommy. I like to call them lots of things. But you know that whenever you try to own a shop and then you make the prices cheaper, that they will just flood your station with their own resources, and then it'll use up all of your food and you won't make a profit, Mommy. And then after they're done, just to add insult to injury, they'll then undercharge you until you move out, Mommy. Did you know that? And they have infinite money, Mommy. Mommy, did you know that half the YouTubers and Twitch streamers for the game actually use radar hacks, but they're radar hacks that don't show up on the screen of their recording software, or that they're running their radars that are either in a web browser? Isn't that crazy that they can run in web browsers now, Mommy? Also, did you know that they can use their second monitor or even phone? Mommy, why are scouts allowed? Why are other people allowed to use GeForce Now scouts in the red zones and gate transporters, Mommy? How is that fair, Mommy? Mommy, listen, if you don't click the video on the right side of your screen right now, then I'm gonna grow up and disappoint you, Mommy. You better click the video on the right side of your screen, or else you'll have a kid just as annoying as this one day. And if your goal is to have kids, annoying or not, then you'll never have kids. Dun dun dun.